It's July 3rd. Tomorrow's the 4th, so a lot of things are going on right now. And today feels very, very weird that I'm not out having fun, partying, whatever, because this is the first year that I'm not actually doing that. I'm about to show you guys something crazy because I'm just gonna show you why it feels so weird. And I'll just flip the camera right now because this is like crazy. But so basically there's a big event going on down here, tons of boats out, and I would go here every single July. There's a ton of fireworks going on, but every single July 3rd for the past 5 years I would go here to socialize, interact with people, have tons of fun, wanted that entertainment. But I'm gonna explain why I'm not doing it this year and why I'm happy to not be doing it this year. But I'm gonna do a little quick zoom in so you can see the view that I got. All right, so there's ships out there. There's the bridge. Tons of boats. And that's where I'd be in that massive crowd of people right there. They got 80s rock music playing. I already know that there's just tons of drunk people. They're smoking, they're vaping, maybe some fights. Some of you might be wondering, like, what are you doing up here looking down at everyone? I mean, I sound like a terrible person like saying that, but it just feels so weird that I'm not down there. And almost like this feeling of just like I'm missing out, but I know that I'm not. Before I get into the video and explain on why I'm not actually down there, I do want to say that you're not a terrible person if you want to have fun and entertain yourself and go out and have a balanced lifestyle, right? I'm not here to say people are, I don't care, right? Read the book Let Them Theory. It's actually a really good book because you just eventually just don't care what other people do and you just let them. Right? You just focus on you. But I'm just sharing my experience. I'm gonna share what makes me feel fulfilled, and all I know is it's not that. I'm gonna explain the main reason why I did used to go, and it was because of the socializing, the interacting, kind of the loud music and the high energy. But after 5 years of going, and I got to the point in my life where I was like, all right, it's time to work on myself and my personal development. I realized that I gained absolutely nothing from being down there. I gotta say that for me, in my opinion, a lifestyle like that, just chasing fun, entertainment, the YOLO, like you only live once, so whatever, kind of lifestyle is completely soulless. Like I felt empty when I wasn't chasing something. That's when I was thinking to myself, I was like, I don't need entertainment or fun. I just need purpose. I need to be going after something every single day, and I need to live a purpose-driven life. Otherwise, I will never feel fulfilled. Because if you're always chasing the next dopamine hit, the next fun event or entertainment, when will you ever feel fulfilled? You're just continuously moving the target like, oh, I gotta hit this. Oh, I gotta get this. Oh, I gotta get this. You're just chasing. But when you can live life with intention and live a purpose-driven life, and you're going after something every single day, it's life-changing, bro. So after consistently working on my personal development for the past like 1.5 to 2 years, I've learned that I find fulfillment through accomplishment and bettering myself. And not only that, but I'm not down there because it's not aligned with the man that I strive to become. So instead of surrounding myself in an environment like that, I choose to better myself because every day isn't guaranteed. And I don't want to take anything for granted. So I'm like, I gotta better myself. I gotta make a video, maybe change someone's life completely. I gotta get my steps in. I just got done from a 30-minute walk. You on the other side of the screen watching this, if you're confused about the alignment thing, like what does that even mean? I'm gonna explain it right now. So the reason I know that if I went down there right now, it would not be in alignment with the best version of me is because I've gained clarity and I've defined the version of me that I want to become, and I know the exact goals that I want to accomplish. So I sat down, I wrote it out on paper, the goals that I want to accomplish, how my future self speaks, how he acts, how he thinks. And I've wired my brain to the point so that if I went down there right now, I would feel completely guilty and I would feel out of place. And so, because my brain thinks and knows who I'm supposed to become, it's working 100% of the time to keep my thoughts and behaviors in alignment with the version of me that I want to become. So like I was saying, if I went down there in that environment right now, I know that I would completely feel off, guilty, and like I betrayed myself. But the music is getting pretty loud right now, and they're playing like Welcome to the Jungle. It's weird because like when the wind blows a certain way, then it's a lot louder. But wouldn't it be funny if it just cuts to the next clip and I'm just in the mosh pit? Basically, this is actually where I see a lot of men go wrong, is that they're just a leaf in the wind. They don't have clarity. They don't even know who they want to be, and they have no anchor. So how is your brain going to try to be in aligned with something if it's not even knowing what it's supposed to be in aligned with? You to gain clarity, you seriously have to sit down and ask yourself these few questions. What does that version of you look like? How does he think? How does he act? How does he carry himself? Because you will never live a life with direction if you don't have clarity. I actually finished the video in the car here just because there was a lot of traffic coming by. But basically, when you have a clear image and you can see your future self and who you want to become, and you accept nothing less than that, that's when your life will actually begin to change. So the reason I say this is because you begin to reflect before you act, and you start moving with intention, and you start thinking and living with intention because you finally are living a purpose-driven life. A little summary right now just so you can kind of understand where I'm coming from, and then you can just take it, run with it, and take action. But number one is, if you want to grow and personal develop, then you have to define who you want to become. You have to gain clarity, because if you don't have clarity, then you will be completely directionless. You won't know where you're trying to go. Okay, that's number one. Define who you want to become. Gain the clarity. Number two is you have to act as if you're already that version of you. Because this is something I coach with all my one-on-one clients, right? You have to act as if. I'll give you an example. If someone's trying to get shredded, they're not going to get shredded by going to the gym twice a week and then not tracking their calories, right? It's just not going to happen. But if they go to the gym 4 to 6 days a week, hit their macros each and every day, and get 7 to 9 hours of sleep every single night, what do you think is going to happen? They do that consistently every single day. They're acting as if they're already the version of them that's shredded. Then the results will just follow, and they'll just catch up with them. Doing that by acting as if you're living in alignment. That is you living in alignment. But when you are completely convicted, you know exactly who you want to become, and you accept nothing less, then your brain is going to do everything in its power to keep you aligned. Now remember, do not lower your standards. Do not try to live a balanced life. Because when you try to live a balanced life, that normally means you're not willing to give up part of the lifestyle you used to live, but you're only willing to trade a little bit, right? Well, I'll go to the gym consistently and hit my macros, but I'm still going to surround myself with the environment that was literally holding me back, right? It doesn't make any sense. Just be willing to give up entertainment and fun or whatever. Find fun in the work that's required in order to achieve your goals. I promise you, when you begin to get results in the gym and you begin to understand your own mind, you begin to level up in personal development, you're going to find enjoyment in it, and you will find pleasure, and that will be your dopamine. You're going to be chasing more and more and more and more and more because you're like, oh my gosh, I'm getting better, and you're going to find like-minded individuals that will bring you up with them. Moral of the story, if you gain clarity and you live in alignment, you act as if, and you go all in towards your personal development and bettering yourself, you will be living a purpose-driven life with intention. So I hope that helped. I hope the little story of me standing up there, looking down, which is great. Like, I had this vision of making this video a few months ago. I was like, I have an amazing idea, because that is the lifestyle I used to live until I escaped it. And then I was like, I finally feel free. Like, I finally feel like I have direction in my life. So I know that I'm going to bed, gonna get my 4th meal, actually probably go on a little walk before it hit my 10K steps, maybe post a video or 2, and yeah, get after it tomorrow. That is my fun, seriously.